Hey guys, what's up? It is Nick from That Student Life Australia, and today we're going to talk about the new 2018 HSC syllabus. So let's dive into it. Alright, so I don't know how evident it has been made to you guys who are still in school at the moment, but there is a quite dramatic change taking place to the science and mathematics syllabus, or mainly the science syllabuses of the HSC, so starting in year 11 and then progressing through to year 12, and these changes are going to take place at the start of 2018, which of course is next year. Now, there are some great things about these new syllabus changes, and there are some not so great things, so in this video I thought we'd sort of go through what the pros and cons of the new HSC syllabus are. Okay, so obviously if you are already in year 11 and 12, this doesn't affect you guys at all. The first people it will affect is if you're watching this video and you're in year 10 right now, then you'll be the very first people to do the new syllabus next year. Alright, anyway, let's start off with the good stuff. So if you are curious and you want to actually find out what is on this syllabus, you just type into Google, just say 2018 HSC Science Syllabus, link comes up to the Board of Studies website, and you can download the 2018 to 2019 new syllabus. I'm not sure whether that's a final copy, whether that's a rough copy, whatever it is. Anyway, it's something that's there. A fantastic thing about the new syllabus is that they've basically taken all of that, you know, if you've done a HSC science course before, they've taken all that, you know, mumbly crap about the history of science and what scientists play this active role, and, you know, all these concepts that they could teach you about, they can actually teach you the real science behind it. They've taken all of that out and they've replaced it with some more elementary science, so some more things that you might see at first year university, for example. And I think that's really good because it's teaching kids more about science instead of just teaching them to memorize certain things. It puts you in a fantastic stead for a undergraduate course in any kind of medical science, pure science, like data science, any kind of technological university degree. It puts you in a fantastic stead for your undergraduate study. So take for example in chemistry. They've taken a lot, there was a topic called chemical monitoring and management, and although that was a good topic and it talked about some very important and relevant chemical sort of issues, I guess, that are in modern society, it was all theoretical. Like it wasn't theoretical, like, but they were teaching you about a concept to do with chemistry. You didn't actually really understand what was happening at an atomic level, like in terms of bonds breaking and bonds forming. It wasn't super clear, whereas now they've kind of replaced a lot of that chemical monitoring and management, and they've replaced it with a lot more elementary chemistry, a lot more pure stuff, like things that are based on very fundamental sort of thermodynamic properties, such as Hess's law and Gibbs free energy and entropy and things like this. Which, if that doesn't make any sense to you, don't worry, you'll learn it eventually, I guess. But yeah, it's been replaced with a lot more pure science, which I think puts you in a lot better stead for your university or postgraduate or whatever career. So yeah, that's one of the good things. What are some of the bad things? It's gonna be harder than memorizing a bunch of random aimless information. I know a lot of people complained about that, but you know, it wasn't difficult to basically just sit there and read it 1,000 times and then drop it on a piece of paper. So like this is actually things that take practice, a real sort of fundamentally like quite challenging questions. So it's what it really should have been originally, and I think they're going back to what physics and chemistry used to be, like what they used to teach. There was this gap sort of from 95 and until now, in which there was this big focus on like the historical aspect and blah 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 blah. And it's not really important, so I'm glad that they're going back towards that more fundamental kind of style of teaching science. Another thing that is not good, that is bad, is that you being the very first, or assuming you're in year 10, being the very first people to undertake this new syllabus, there's no real resources out there for you. So no one's done it before, no one can tell you what's hard, what's easy, all of these things. It's going to be sort of brand new for you. It's not as daunting as it sounds, but because, like I said, it's not like they're moving to something completely foreign and new. These are very pure. There are resources out there which will tell you about the concept, but there won't be any HSC specific sort of resources for what you are learning, which can be a little bit concerning for some people. But you shouldn't stress, because a lot of the resources are out there. It's just not in the form of your HSC dot point. So, in order to address that sort of gap that exists on the internet in terms of resources, online resources for the new HSC syllabus, this channel is going to be making some video tutorials on chemistry and biology, possibly eventually some physics and maybe some math, dot point sort of tutorials, saying, you know, this is how you do it. They're going to be about 10 minutes long for each dot point kind of thing, just because there's nothing else out there at the moment in specific relation to the HSC. So yeah, that's going to be something that we're working towards, hopefully making your guys' life a little bit easier. So yeah, it's exciting that they're making a new HSC syllabus, and I'm a big fan of the content that's in it, all bar, you know, a few things that I think, you know, don't really need to be in there, but that's just me nitpicking. I think as a whole, it puts you as a student in a lot better stead for your university sort of career versus, you know, what the current HSC syllabus did. It's exciting, and we as a channel want to help you guys and support you guys through your year 11 and 12 sort of HSC career by providing you with some video tutorials. So obviously there's no point in bringing them out now because the syllabus hasn't come out yet, but eventually we'll get around to it, and we'll see how it goes. But anyway, that's my sort of thoughts on the new HSC syllabus. This video, I guess, yeah, didn't really have a great deal of meaning or content to it, but it was just my ramblings that I was sort of thinking to myself when I read the new HSC syllabus, what I thought was good, what I thought was bad. But yeah, I think as an overall, we should all take this as a positive and not sort of complain about the fact that they're making us learn something new. Yes, they're making us learn something new, but it's a hell of a lot better than what was already being taught. It makes a lot more sense. And yeah, it should be exciting. Anyway, I guess I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.